Let's draw a French Bulldog with bob shapes. Let's ink up our stamp first. You're going to need this stamp. That's your bob shape that you need. Bob shapes, drawing a French Bulldog with my bob shapes. All right. Let's see. Oh, that looks really good. I like that. I like when it has a little different colors in it and things. All right, so the first thing we're going to do to make a French Bulldog, they have big eyes. Let's make a big circle on both sides of his head, a little bit lower on the head. Okay, you're like, that doesn't look like a French Bulldog. It might in a minute, we don't know yet. And then leave a little half moon space on that side. See what I did? But don't do the other eye yet, because we want to leave space on the other side, on a different side, because their eyes never seem to look the same direction. It still doesn't look like a French Bulldog, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that that's how it is. So loop and loop, draw that kind of shape. I don't know what you would call that. It's just sort of like an upside down heart, but it's kind of round at the top. And then we're going to fill this in to make his nose. You just fill in a little half circle and give him some little snout marks. I guess that's where his whiskers are. And draw a line to connect the two, right? And another little half line. And it will go all the way over to make his bottom lip. Then you can fill it over like he's talking to you. Right? Look at that. And now, French Bulldogs have ears like bats. They have these big ears. Like that. Right? And they're very wrinkly, so we got to give them like a very wrinkly forehead. But that's just some lines. Now he's a French Bulldog, so we have to give him a beret. That's a French hat. Make it a little bigger. There we go. Now he's looking pretty French and pretty bulldoggy already, right? So let's see. Maybe he's got his arm out like this. His paw. I'm sorry, I meant to say paw. And make a little line. And these are like the sausage shapes. We've done this before. The sausages. I put little lines for where his paws are. And that's like a sausage shape. And that's like a sausage shape. And we're going to put lines there. And they have a little bump for a tail. Right? But now to make him really French, better give him a stripy shirt. That's what French people wear, I think. I think it's very, very popular. They're nice. Stripes look good on everybody, so it's good. Oh, look at that. There's your French Bulldog. How do we know that he's in France? There's this structure in France that's very famous. And it's called the Eiffel Tower. So he must be in Paris because that's where the Eiffel Tower is. So here it is in the background. You can just draw something like this and then tell everybody, oh yeah, that's the Eiffel Tower. And they'll all be like, wow, you're really smart. You knew that? Mm-hmm. And so we can give him a friend too, right? So he's a French Bulldog. So maybe his friend is this baguette. A baguette is those really long loaves of bread. They're delicious. But they're from France. These delicious loaves of bread. And they're long like that. So we'll do that. So we'll stick his arms out. That's a fun way to draw. People are like, why do you always draw them with their arms sticking out? Because it's fun. Why do I do anything? Because it's fun. Right? They're both running. They're bouncing off the. They're coming up off the ground. Maybe he wants a beret. Maybe he's got it at a jaunty tilt. Right? Maybe his beret is at a jaunty tilt. It is. Look at that. Look how much fun that looks now. It's like so much more fun. We'll just give him some, like that bread has like the lines in it. We'll give him eyebrows like bread has. I'm just kidding. Bread doesn't have eyebrows. Look at that. Let's see. We'll make a nice, I always make it a nice day. You know I always put clouds in. You're like, yeah, you're going to put a cloud in now, right? Yeah, I am. Right, there it is. That's a nice cloud. Looks like a nice day. I can see why everybody visits there now, right? It's probably cobblestone streets, so we'll make some cobblestones. Look at this. It's like old. It's old Europe, right? Look at this adventure. I draw a camera in his hand, but he lives there. He's not a tourist. If I was there, I'd have a camera or my phone. And they get bigger as they get lower on the page, because that means the ones that are lower on the page are like closer to you. See that? And we can make some solid shaped, some filling in solid. And see that he's running. He's on the. It's probably not a great idea to run. And I bet if it had just rained, it would be like super slippery and probably not a great idea if he ran on these. But you know, he lives there and he's probably still a puppy. So you know. We'll let him do it this time. There you go. There's a French Bulldog with your bob shapes.